and welcome to the Googleplex. This is an incredible place with lots of great stuff being worked on every single day. Before I worked here, I always wondered what it would be like to come to the Googleplex, meet up with a Googler, and have coffee with them and just chat about what they do, how they do it, and why they do it. And today we're going to do exactly that.
Here's the message. Would you like to join me for coffee?
Reply.
Say your message.
Sure, I'll pick you up.
Sending message.
I'm getting my coffee to go today with a Googler who always seems to be on the go. Andrew Brenner is from the Android automotive team, and they work on the coolest possible things, and it looks like he's taking me there in his cool car. Should we take a look? Nice wheels, man.
Hop in.
Wow. What is this?
This is Android Auto
Okay.
running in this Hyundai Sonata.
What does it do?
Let's go get coffee. Press it right on the screen. We'll navigate using Google Maps and get coffee.
Sweet.
So this is my
Okay.
Google Now cards, but only the ones that are appropriate when I'm driving. So since I know that we have an appointment to get coffee right now, I want to press this and we're going to launch Google Maps. And now
Sweet.
Google Maps is navigating me on my car screen using the car's GPS, which is much more accurate,
Cool.
as we go and get coffee. So
It's even got traffic conditions. I can see the yellow
absolutely.
there.
So
Sweet.
it'll tell us the estimate of the time that we're going.
This is allowing you to keep your eyes on the road and keep your hands on the steering wheel, right?
Absolutely, and Google Maps is updating me where to go next, and it's the same, voice instructions and interface that you're really kind of used to from your phone.
Right. Now this isn't a device that's within the car itself. This is your phone being extended into the car and into the car.
That's right.
screen,
So we have some software that's on the car itself to let the car talk with the phone in this new way.
Okay.
And so with the software, the phone's able to broadcast through a wire, the USB cable, right?
Cool.
So we also have other apps too, like Google Music. So here's Play Music, and I can hit play, and I'm now playing music through my car speakers while I'm navigating.
Nice.
So you'll see when the next turn comes up, it'll show that on the screen. I can go back to navigation and do all sorts of cool things there.
Outstanding. Nice.
Now there's some other tricks we have here too. You want to see some of those?
Bring them on.
We've not only gotten the GPS from the car, but we also have some of the car buttons. So there's one button in particular we thought was really interesting, which is the steering wheel button. When I press the steering wheel button and speak into it, I can talk to Google, and we can ask Google lots of things, such as, how tall is Stephen Colbert?
Stephen Colbert is 5 feet 10 and 1/2 inches, or 1.79 meters-ish tall.
Pretty accurate, right?
It's from Google. It's got to be right.
It's from Google, right? So there's other things we can ask it too, like what's my next appointment, right? Let's try that.
Sure.
What's my next appointment?
Your next calendar entry is today at 4 p.m. The title is Android Automotive Monthly Update.
I see. So.
And I could do other things as well. I could also control Google applications.
Now, one of the things I remember hearing was that before you joined Google, you'd actually hacked up your own car and put a tablet into it.
I did. Long before I got this role at Google, I was really interested in this. So I hated the navigation system that was in my car.
Okay.
So I went one day and I ripped it out, and I took a Nexus 7 and it fit in the opening. So I basically put it in there, and then I spent a lot of time figuring out how to do programming to make the Nexus 7 act as if it was a car stereo.
What kind of weird, funny, crazy stuff happened while you were
Oh
working?
yeah. When we first got something working in a car, the first time, we needed to kind of test our builds every day to see the stability, to see if they worked, see the integration with Google Apps and services.
So you got to drive somewhere important.
Had to drive somewhere important. So
Okay.
what better thing to do than to drive to get donuts every day?
Sounds
So
good.
I would pile into the car with the engineers, and some of them would have their laptops open, and we would say navigate to a donut shop using voice and other methods, such as putting it in Google Now.
Yep.
And we would go to the donut shop every day and see what the quality was of the build. And of course, we'd have to get about 3 dozen donuts on the way back.
Okay.
And the person in the donut shop thought we were absolutely nuts, because every day there'd be these engineers showing up with their laptops open, and we would order lots of donuts and leave.
So what happened to all the donuts?
They got ingested and put into the product with love. So
That's why it's such a sweet product.
yeah, that's right, absolutely.
This isn't a closed system in a car that only the car manufacturers can put apps on. It's Android, so developers can put apps on it themselves.
Yeah, so what
how
we
did they
wanted
get
to do
started?
is really bring developers along for the ride with this whole thing, right? So
No pun intended.
no pun intended, of course. So we looked at the use cases that people do in their car, like what do people actually do in their car? And the two things that highlighted to us that third-party developers would be looking at right away
Okay.
are playing music and being able to get messages from third-party applications. So you can use APIs that we're releasing to be able to create an application that can send messages that come through onto a car screen. It reads the message to you just like we showed at the beginning of this video, and then you can reply via voice, and that gets sent back to the person using the app that's on the phone that the developer creates.
Now, if I'm a developer and I created that, how do I get that in the hands of users?
So we're going to have a process that's coming soon with the Play Store where you can submit your app to the Play Store and publish it, and it will be able to be on people's phones, and they just download it through the normal Play Store channel.
So an app for my car is just like any other app. It's like downloading Flappy Bird. It's like downloading whatever. And,
That's right.
And it's going to work on my car.
It's just on your phone.
Nice.
But of course, we're not enabling Flappy Birds right now. So that's not maybe when you're parked in the future, but no games right now when you're driving.
Sure. But
one other thing
as easy as that to get an app though into my car.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Because it's actually on your phone.
Right.
Think of this as a screen that's attached to your phone, right?
Okay.
As if you attached your laptop to an external monitor. That's
Right.
basically what you're doing here.
Nice. Now, obviously the car screen is a little bit different and not everybody has access to a car so they can start developing. As a dev, I need to be testing it. Is there some kind of emulation environment or?
On the site that we'll have a link to, there's also an SDK emulator as well for both messaging and for media, so you don't need to buy a car in order to test your app. And you're able to test and see how the app will run and make sure you follow our Android UX guidelines for auto before you submit your app to us.
Cool.
You want to make sure everything is kind of set up in a good way for users in the car, so there's nothing unexpected when they should be driving.
So I'm a developer. I can download this SDK today. I can read the guidelines today. I can get the emulator today. There's no reason why I can't extend my app to make it a fabulous car app as well as, as a phone app or a Wear app or that kind of thing. So why shouldn't I just get started? I think it's just the greatest thing.
Yeah, I think you should put in the key and get started and start driving your app to Android Auto.
And let's hit that accelerator and
Absolutely.
off we go.
We'll use all the puns we can.
Exactly.
All right, you want to get going?
It sounds good to
All
me.
right, sounds good.
So we've gotten our coffee now. Thanks for joining me for coffee today, Andrew. And we've seen all these great things that developers can do within the car using Android Auto. But how can a developer get started? How can they just really get building these kind of really cool apps that you've shown today?
So if you're a developer, you can go to developer.android.com today and download our SDK for Auto. And the documentation will help you to develop awesome, great car apps. And we're really looking forward to see what you come up with.
Well, thanks for spending some time with us today, and thanks for sharing a coffee with me. And for everybody else who's watching, we're going to be doing lots more episodes like this of Coffee with a Googler. If there's any Googlers you'd like to talk to, contact us on our G+ page, and we'd love to put them in front of the camera. Thanks again, and happy coffee.